Question 1. The Income Tax Act 1961 came into force with effect from which date and extends to Option A 1.4.1961 whole of India except J&K. Option B 1.4.1962 whole of India. Option C 1.4.1962 whole of India except J&K. Option D 1.4.1961 whole of India. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 1 provides that the Act extends to the whole of India and came into force on 1.4.1962. Question 2. The power to make income tax rules is given to CBDT under which section? Option A. Section 2. Option B. Section 4. Option C. Section 295. Option D. Section 288A. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 295 empowers CBDT to make rules, subject to control of the central government, for carrying out the purposes of the Act. Question 3. The definition of assessee is given under which section? Option A. Section 224. Option B. Section 27. Option C. Art 27. Option D. Section 29. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 27 defines assessee as a person by whom any tax or other sum of money is payable under the Act. Question 4. As per Section 2(9), assessment year means a period of Option A. 12 months commencing 1 April. Option B. 12 months commencing 1 January. Option C. 9 months commencing 1 April. Option D. 12 months commencing 1 July. The correct answer. Explanation. Assessment year means the period of 12 months commencing on the first day of April every year. Question 5. As per Section 3, previous year means Option A. The calendar year immediately preceding the. Option B. The financial year immediately preceding the. Option C. Assessment year. Option D. The financial year in which the assessment is made. The correct answer. Explanation. Previous year is the financial year immediately preceding the assessment year in which income is charged to tax. Question 6. Charge of income tax is provided under which section? Option A. SRCHART, Charge A1 Wade Furs at AE. Option B. Section 2. Option C. Section 4. Option D. Section 1. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 4 gives the authority for charging income tax. No tax can be levied except under the authority of law. Question 7. Rebate of tax to resident individuals is provided under Section. Option A. Section 80C. Option B. Section 87A. Option C. ET 87A. Option D. Section 89. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 87A provides rebate from tax payable to a resident individual whose total income does not exceed the specified limit. Question 8. Section 172 deals with assessment of Option A. Income of non-resident from shipping business. Option B. Discontinued business. Option C. Association of persons formed for a particular event. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 172 covers assessment of income of a non-resident carrying on shipping business from an Indian port. Question 9. Section 174 deals with assessment of Option A. Discontinued business. Option B. Shipping business of non-residents. Option C. Persons likely to transfer assets to avoid tax. Option D. Discontinued business. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 174 deals with assessment of persons who may leave India during or shortly after the current assessment year. Question 10. Section 174A deals with assessment of Option A. Discontinued business. Option B. Association of persons /BO !artificial juridical person. Option C. Shipping business of non-residents. Option D. Association of persons /BAL /artificial juridical person. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 174A applies where an AOP, BOI or artificial juridical person formed for a particular event or purpose is likely to be dissolved in the assessment year. Question 11. Section 175 deals with assessment of Option A. Persons likely to transfer property to avoid tax. Option B. Discontinued business. Option C. Shipping business. Option D. Persons ag India. The correct answer explanation. Section 175 applies where a person is likely to charge, sell, transfer or otherwise part with assets to avoid payment of tax. IRI 175 IM 8 WASAILS WTSA H. Question 12. Section 176 deals with assessment of Option A. Discontinued business. Option B. Till the person's rearing India. Option C. Shipping business. Option D. AOP formed for a particular event. The correct answer explanation. Section 176 deals with assessment of income up to the date of discontinuance of a business or profession. Question 13. Section 288A deals with Option A. Rounding off of tax. Option B. Rounding off of total income. Option C. Power of CBDT to make rules. Option D. Rebate of tax. The correct answer explanation. Section 288A provides for rounding off of total income to the nearest multiple of 10 rupees. Question 14. Section 288B deals with Option A. Rounding off of total income. Option B. Tilde rounding off of tax, etc. Option C. Charge of income tax. Option D. Rebate of tax. The correct answer explanation. Section 288B provides for rounding off of tax, interest, penalty, fine, etc. to the nearest multiple of 10 rupees. Question 15. Person defined under Section 231 includes how many categories? Option A. 5 categories. Option B. 6 categories. Option C. 7 categories. Option D. 8 categories. The correct answer explanation. A op/boy, local authority, and every artificial juridical person. Question 16. Which of the following is not a separate category of person under Section 231? Option A. Soft-telate. Option B. A trust. Option C. A firm. Option D. A local authority. The correct answer explanation. Trust is not one of the 7 named categories. A trust is generally covered as an AOP or an artificial juridical person as applicable. Question 17. As per the explanation to Section 231, an person is deemed a person whether or not formed with the object of Option A. Bayadar. Option B. Deriving income, profits or gains. Option C. Bayadara. Option D. Carrying on business. The correct answer explanation. The explanation clarifies such entities are persons whether or not formed/established with the object of deriving income, profits or gains. RAT weed and VC genre Kafi A creator aura IAT RAFC wet CHCSB Misigi Adatiet. Question 18. A Hindu undivided family HUF consists of Option A. Only male members lineally descended from A. Option B. All persons lineally descended from a common. Option C. Ancestor, including wives and daughters. Option D. Only persons registered under the Hindu Marriage Act. The correct answer explanation. As per Hindu law, HUF consists of all persons lineally descended from a common ancestor, including their wives and daughters. Question 19. As per the Income Tax Act, firm includes Option A. A company registered under the Companies Act. Option B. A limited liability partnership under the LLP Act, 2008. Option C. An AOP registered as a society. Option D. A cooperative society. The correct answer explanation. Firm has the meaning assigned in the Indian Partnership Act, 1932, and includes a limited liability partnership under the LLP Act, 2008. Question 20. The distinguishing feature between AOP and Option A. AOP can consist of non-individuals also, while BOI. Option B. BOI can consist of non-individuals also, while AOP. Option C. Consists only of individuals. Option D. AOP is always taxable at maximum marginal rate, BOI. The correct answer explanation. An AOP may consist of non-individuals, firm, company, HUF, along with individuals, but a BOI consists only of individuals. Question 21. Local authority as defined in the chapter includes the correct answer explanation, committee/district board, and cantonment board. Question 22. Artificial juridical persons as illustrated in the chapter includes option A, a registered partnership firm. Option B, an idol or deity. Option C, a Hindu undivided family. Option D, a body of individuals. The correct answer explanation. God, idols and deities are treated as artificial juridical persons and can be legally sued through the persons managing them. Question 23. The first previous year for a business newly set up on 21.10.2025 will be option A, 21.10.2025 and 7 AGFE at TASQHAEFSH. Option B, 1.4.2025 to 21.10.2025. Option C, 21.10.2025 to 31.3.2026. Option D, 21.10.2025 to 20.10.2026. The correct answer explanation. The first previous year begins from the date of setting up of the business and ends on the last day of that financial year, 31st March. Question 24. Under Section 172, income of a non-resident from shipping business is deemed to be what percentage of the amount paid/payable as fare or freight? Option A, 75%. The correct answer explanation. 7.5% of the amount paid or payable on account of fare, freight, demurrage or handling charges is deemed to be income chargeable to tax. Question 25. Under Section 174, the assessing officer may charge to tax the total income of an individual likely to leave India for the period from option A, 1st April of the assessment year up to probable date of option B, 1st April of the previous year up to date of departure. Option C, date of departure up to 31st March. Option D, 1st January up to date of departure. The correct answer explanation. Total income from 1st April of the assessment year up to the probable date of departure is chargeable to tax in the same assessment year. Facts are all day. Question 26. Under Section 175, assessment can be made in the same assessment year if a person is likely to option A, at 175 and dead, set Pigaragaf Frirathiraha and option B, discontinue his business. Option C, charge, sell, transfer or otherwise part with assets to option D, avoid tax liability. The correct answer explanation. Section 175 applies where a person is likely to charge, sell, transfer, dispose of or otherwise part with any assets to avoid payment of tax. Question 27. Under Section 176, charging tax on discontinued business in the same year is option A, mandatory for the assessing officer. Option B, at the discretion of the assessing officer. Option C, not permitted at all. Option D, R176 and dead, the A and AF set as PATT. The correct answer explanation. Unlike Sections 172, 174, 174A and 175 mandatory, under Section 176 the assessing officer may, at his discretion, charge tax in the same previous year. Question 28. For I 2026-27, the exemption limit for a resident individual aged 80 years or more under the OLD regime is option A, Aftard CH Part 8 GBET2. Option B, CB equals 500,000. The correct answer explanation. Under the old regime, a super senior citizen, 80 years or more, has an exemption limit of 500,000. Question 29. For I 2026-27, the exemption limit for a resident individual aged 60 to below 80 years under the OLD regime is option A, YCH per cafe for example BUT2. Option B, YCH per Radistec BUT2. The correct answer explanation. Under the old regime, a resident senior citizen, 60 years or more but below 80, has an exemption limit of 300,000. Question 30. For I 2026-27, the exemption limit for any under the OLD regime is option A, AFA, 60 AFA, 2 GWC. Option B, VIA, equals 250,000. The correct answer explanation. For any other resident individual below 60 years, and for non-residents irrespective of age, the exemption limit under the old regime is 250,000. Question 31. For I-2026-27, under the NEW regime default, Section 115 BAC 1A, the exemption limit for an individual, irrespective of age, is option A. CC equals 400,000. The correct answer explanation. Under the new default regime, the exemption limit is 400,000 for all individuals irrespective of age. Question 32. The exemption limit for HUF under the OLD regime for AY 2026-27 is option A. Art 2. The correct answer explanation. For HUF opting for the old regime, the exemption limit is 250,000. Under the new default regime it is 400,000. Question 33. Under Section 87A, the maximum rebate available to a resident individual under the exceed 500,000 is the correct answer explanation. The rebate is equal to the tax payable, or $12,500, whichever is less, for a resident individual with total income up to *500,000. Question 34. Under the proviso to Section 87A for individuals under the new regime 115 BAC 1A, where total income does not exceed $12,000, the rebate equals 100% of tax, or option A, $25,000, whichever is less, option B, $60,000, whichever is less, option C, $260,000, sit after at, option D, $12,500, whichever is less. The correct answer explanation. For individuals under the new regime with total income up to $12,000, rebate is 100% of income tax, or $60,000, whichever is less. AY 100% Question 35. For I-2026-27, under the OLD regime, for an individual below 60 years, income up to $250,000 is taxed at option A, nil. Option B, I, nil. Option C, I, nil. The correct answer explanation. Income up to $250,000 is taxed at nil rate for an individual below 60 years under the old regime. RR right. Question 36. For I-2026-27, under the NEW regime default, income from *400,001 to *800,000 is taxed at option A, nil. Option B, at A. Option C, default, income from %400,001 to *800,000. Option D, at we. The correct answer explanation. Under the new regime slab for AY 2026-27, income from *400,001 to *800,000 is taxed at 5%. Question 37. Surcharge on income tax is nil, if total after surcharge 3-8 gel at ale hat are felacent. The correct answer explanation. Surcharge is nil, where total income of an assessee does not exceed. Question 38. Under the OLD regime, the surcharge rate. The correct answer explanation. Under the old regime, the highest surcharge slab of 37% applies. Question 39. Any option, and is by default under the new regime, the maximum surcharge rate, even if income exceeds 5 crore, shall be option A, be 25%. The correct answer explanation. Under the default new regime, the surcharge rate is capped at 25% instead of 37%, even where total income exceeds *5 crore. Question 40. The enhanced surcharge of 25%/37% is not levied on Option A. Salary income. Option B. Dividend income and income under sections 111A, 112. Option C. 112A and 115A. 1B. Option D. Mat time met 111A, 112, 112A site 115A. 1B and Sure. The correct answer explanation. The enhanced surcharge is not levied on dividend income or income chargeable under sections 111A, 112, 112A and 115A. 1B. Maximum surcharge there is capped at 15%. Question 41. Where all members of an AOP are companies, the surcharge rate is capped at. The correct answer explanation. The surcharge rate for an AOP, where all members are companies, is capped at 15%. Question 42. Marginal relief ensures that the additional tax payable due to surcharge does not exceed. Option A. The amount of income exceeding the threshold limit. Option B. 50% of the income exceeding the threshold. Option C. The full surcharge amount. Option D. The entire additional income. The correct answer explanation. Marginal relief ensures that total tax and surcharge does not exceed the tax on the threshold income more than the income exceeding that threshold. Health and education cess is levied on income tax, inclusive of surcharge, at. The correct answer explanation. Health and education cess is levied at 4% on income tax, inclusive of surcharge wherever applicable. L. Question 44. The rate of income tax applicable to a firm TAD, LLP effect, of AY Serene IRE. Option A. As per slab rates. The correct answer explanation. A firm, including a limited liability partnership, is taxed at a flat rate of 30%. Question 45. Surcharge on a firm's income tax is levied at Option A. At 250 R. Option B. Equals 5 axis. The correct answer explanation. For a firm, surcharge at 12% is levied, where total income exceeds *1 crore, subject to marginal relief. Question 46. A domestic company opting to be taxed under Section 115 BAA is taxed at. The correct answer explanation. A domestic company opting under Section 115 BAA is taxed at 22%. IRI 115 BAA and defamed gas are rate HAWI 22% OH at Step 1. Question 47. A domestic company opting to be taxed under Section 115 BAB is taxed at. The correct answer explanation. A domestic company opting under Section 115 BAB, new manufacturing company, is taxed at 15%. R at 8G1. Question 48. A domestic company not opting for 115 BAA/115 BAB, with turnover/gross receipt taxed at Option A, AL and, or RR, Option B, Co 25%. The correct answer explanation. Such a domestic company, turnover in PY 2022-23 up to 400 crore, not opting for concessional sections, is taxed at 25%. Not faced for a made of 25%. He has a T-Step 21. Question 49 under the above categories is taxed at Option A, Co 30%. The correct answer explanation. Any other domestic company, not fitting the concessional categories, is taxed at 30%. Question 50. The rate of tax for a foreign company not opting for a concessional regime is the correct answer. Explanation. A foreign company is taxed at 35%. Question 51. Surcharge for a foreign company is levied at option A. At 1 as. Option B. Equals 10 axis. Option C. At 2 axis. Option D. By 210 arts. The correct answer. Explanation. For a foreign company, surcharge is 2% where income exceeds asterisk 1. Question 52. For a cooperative society, the concessional rate of income tax is given under section. Option A. 87A. Option B. By 115 BADA 115B. The correct answer. Explanation. For a cooperative society, the concessional rate is given under section 115 BAD or 115 BAE, new regime of taxation. When and D.1 GC. Question 53. For I 2026-27, long-term capital gain under sections 112 and 112A is taxable at option A. CC 12.5%. The correct answer. Explanation. Long-term capital gain is taxable at 12.5% both under sections 112 and 112A for AY 2026-27. Question 54. Short-term capital gain referred to in section 111A is taxable at option A. 0.2%. The correct answer. Explanation. Short-term capital gain referred to in section 111A is taxable at 20% for AY 2026-27. Question 55. Winnings from lotteries, crossword puzzles, or income from virtual digital assets and online games are taxable at a flat rate of option A. Co 30%. The correct answer. Explanation. Income from lotteries, crossword puzzles, transfer of virtual digital assets, and winnings from online games is taxable at a flat 30% for AY 2026-27. Question 56. As per section 224, the definition of option A, only salary and business profits. Option B, profits and gains, dividend, and voluntary. Option C, contributions to a charitable trust, among others. Option D, only capital gains. The correct answer. Explanation. Section 224 gives an inclusive definition of income covering profits and gains, dividend, voluntary contributions to charitable trusts, perquisites, capital gains, lottery winnings, and more. Question 57. For income tax purposes, illegal or tainted income is option A. Not taxable, since it is illegal. Option B. Exempt under section 10. The correct answer. Explanation. Income is income though tainted. For income tax purposes there is no difference between legal and illegal income. Question 58. When income is diverted before it reaches the assessee, diversion of income, such income, option A, merchant that gets straw. Option B, is taxable in the hands of the assessee as application. Option C, cannot be treated as income of the assessee. Option D, is taxable at maximum marginal rate. The correct answer. Explanation. Where there is diversion of income before it reaches the assessee's hands, it cannot be treated as income of the assessee. This differs from application of income, which is taxable. SDALM G, Gija and Aliafazi, Sitaxahalais. Question 59. A gift of money from an unrelated person is chargeable to tax if its aggregate value in the previous year exceeds the correct answer. Explanation. Gift of money or property from unrelated person S is chargeable to tax if the aggregate value received in the previous year exceeds Question 60. As per section 288A, total income shall be rounded off to the nearest multiple of option A at x0, option B e100. The correct answer explanation. Total income is rounded off to the nearest multiple of 10 rupees, ignoring any part consisting of pays.